So listen, I wanted to say that I am so happy and overwhelmed. I had some weeks back, I posted a series of videos and I just decided to use Instagram for a lot of reasons that I'll get to. I'll just make some videos, the next set of videos just about Instagram and how intricate manifesting is, even with using Instagram. True story. Anyway, but I am so overwhelmed by the DMs that I got. It was weird. It wasn't like it was a whole lot, but the ones that I got was like crazy, like in a good way crazy, you know? The reason is because again, the vulnerability that I saw and some things that people said to me, a couple of females, but mostly guys, which is always cool. And it led me to some other pages that was like crazy interesting just to see some of the lines and tags in the bios that people had about themselves. And one particularly spoke out to me. It was one, and I won't say the page, but it was someone that said, "Why does all these bad things happen to me?" And that evoked this series of few videos that I'm going to post. And also, there was a post. Someone posted something that it said, I'm on my phone right now, so I can't look at the quote. I probably should have wrote it down. But they made a post and it says, in order to love who you are, you can't hate the experiences that shaped you. I'm going to pause real quick and double check that because I want to make sure I say it okay. I might just put it up there and then like not put his page up because I'm not sure if he want to, but I did tell him that I would talk about it because it's all about manifestation. I'm not sure if he's aware of that. Maybe he is. I don't know. But anyway, so pause for a second. I will be back. Okay, yes. So I said that right. It was, in order to love who you are, you can't hate the experiences that shaped you. And that is true. Well, you might hate that you had to go through those experiences, but sorry, y'all. Like, you chose them. And again, I will say, when I was first told that, I was like, nah. And someone who I speak to often, I would like to say I am a friend to him. You won't hear me say a lot that someone is a friend to me because, yeah, anyway. But when he first told me that while I was going through one of the worst experiences of my life, I was like, nah. And I was very frustrated with him for saying so, because, for all the reasons that someone would hate to hear that. And, some of the most horrific things can happen to people. And again, it's how you respond. And I'm going to put up a post by Robert Greene. He said it again, like the worst shit that can happen to you could, basically you can turn it into gold if you are clever enough. And we learned this in mental health as well when I was going through the program. FYI, in May 6th, I am starting my program where I will finish my bachelor's in psychology. I'm very close to that already. I have a marketing degree. But yeah, I'm very excited about that. I'm doing my Spanish. I am learning to sing and all sorts of other things and starting a business. Anyway, yeah, that post among many expired this one. But you guys, like, I just had to come to the realization that once I started realizing all these great things that came out of it, my experience with Devlin and I, and this dark divine fairy tale that I am speaking of, which is not only about that experience, it's about life in general. I believe that existing in this reality, this being in this sleep state that we are in, is a dark divine, you know, fairy tale. You are, you can look almost anywhere now, and there's so many people coming to this realization like, hey, something isn't right here. We were taught wrong almost about everything. And you have people from all walks of life. I mean, you guys, like, if you just, the people that I am attracting in my life right now, and these having these big conversations with in random places, from Publix to my day job to going to one of my favorite stores, which is Dollar General. I love Dollar General, y'all. And I don't know if I'm at Tanger, one of the many Tangers that I'm around. It's so these conversations are sparking everywhere. And people are coming up to me telling me stories about their relationships, and I mean, it's so crazy. Like, I can't make this stuff up. And we're all connected, and we are here to help each other, and we all do need each other. We have, we're just told differently, and now we're in the state of, excuse me, y'all, the state of dealing with people that are so unbalanced, and that inward thing that, not even just in general, like, no, to their core, chemically, mentally, emotionally, so messed up. And it's just time, you guys. It's time that we just start dealing with this stuff, with accepting that we have to do the work. And but in order to do the work, we have to understand that there's work to be done. Anyway, so with starting to not hate the experience it's hard, because it triggers feelings of loneliness and anxiety. I mean, I still get the physical tremors. I still have reactions to certain thoughts and experiences and things like that. So I'm not going to say it's easy, but I've done it, and I'm doing it, and I'm having less reactions to old triggers, and with accepting so much that with the expression that said, these things didn't happen to me, they happened for me. And just accepting all of it. It's not agreeing, it's not saying that it's okay, it's saying that I went through that for a reason, and I pulled that energy toward me. And instead of looking at the dark side of it, oh, you wanted to go through that. No, I wanted to get where I'm at now. I didn't necessarily want to go through the pain and the drama and anxiety and my hair falling out and my skin changing and my whole body being affected. Some of it is permanently, some of it isn't, some of it is reversible. When you deal with high levels of abuse, it literally, and if you guys don't believe me, look it up, it literally affects your entire nervous system. Some of it I will never totally heal from, and a lot of it I will. And whenever I have those reactions, now I have a tool to bring me back, and I go, yeah, you have that, but you got this. And I swear it helps, you guys. It helps so much. So, and this takes me all the way back to childhood, to dealing with being 11 years old and a 3-month-old baby dying or being lifeless in my arms, um, and trying to save him. All of these things. I've came so far. I'm here to say that if I can do it, I know someone else can do it too. And I don't worry so much about the future anymore. I went from only can being able to handle what's going on in the day to, guess what? Now I can physically, emotionally, and mentally handle thinking in depth about the next 72 hours of, I'm doing this today, I'm going to do that, and I will stop. And anything past that, I get a little anxious. But all of that stems from, the experience that I had with him. And, but at the same time, I bring it back and I go, God, but you have so much, and it helps, So I, well, yeah, like, not only don't hate those the experiences anymore, I am coming to love them as well, and love on them so much to know that I don't want to revisit them again, and I don't need to. And make sure I continue to, whenever they come back up, and whenever I have that energy come through my body where I'm getting hot and I'm getting nervous and I'm laying here in bed and I think about them and I physically start to tremble, I say, okay, okay, you need to keep working on that, and and every time I get down, I rise higher to a permanent state. So it's an opportunity to get better and to keep expanding and to go higher, you know. And the more I know, the more I can share. And like I said, I'm not here to tell y'all what to do. There's enough posts and YouTubes and even therapists. Those of us that are in the field know therapists don't tell you what to do. That's not what therapy is about. Therapy helps you reveal. That's it. And then give you tools once you have those revelations, and say, no, look at that revelation is a tool. You can use it for X, Y, and Z. Well, really, you figure out how to use them on your own. But it's a journey. So, again, you have to love the experiences that you have had, that have put you through some of the worst moments of your life, because they're a part of you. You manifest them. That came from your brainchild, your energy. You have to, that part I am telling you what to do. Yeah, y'all, I'm telling y'all what to do now, okay? In that way. You have to love that because it's a part of you. You can't hate any part of you, is what I'm saying, is what the post is actually about, because you manifested all of it. You manifested all of it. You can't hate that. That's you, you know? Hey, this is what I think, and I could be wrong. I think that if you hate any part of you, then it's an opening for manipulation. It is an opening for um, disaster, destruction. It is an opening for that narcissist to come in and penetrate you in ways that don't even feel good in the beginning. You know what I mean? You have to love it all. Like, and love is the divine, right? The divine made the darkness, the light, the so called. I don't mean to offend anybody when I say that, but I don't believe that there is a horny devil. I don't believe in the expression, the devil made me do it. I just don't believe that. That's my belief. If you believe different, okay, great. I hope it works for you and it makes you feel loved and understood and overstood and all of the things. But you just have to love it. You have to love it all. You have to love the pain because you have to love and accept it so you don't go through it again. So when it comes to you, because this is not, these things I'm talking about, it's not a one-hitter quitter. You're going to have to keep, you're going to keep being faced with opportunities to make sure you stay on your square. Okay. And then you will get to a point where you won't even vibrate the BS to even have to battle it, you know, and you will get to a place where you vibrate differently. I know it because I'm living it. And also, too, I want to say this is so important. All right, I'm going to have to retract something that I always say. And it's even on my Instagram. I'm looking, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna have to tweak this a little bit. I may even take it off my Instagram. But in my bio, it says, when you can't describe it, that's when you know it's divine. Well, again, with the extension, that's only half true. When you can't define it, that is when you are looking at it with your human self, your third dimensional self, this self. But with your, for me, with my divine self, I can define it exactly. And when I was asked again to re-examine it again, I asked myself if I could describe why I felt a particular way about certain things that I felt was divine. Now I can. Why is it divine? Why do you still love something or someone or whatever when it has put you through X, Y, Z? I can totally explain it. I know what it is inside and out, and it is such an amazing feeling. And now that thing that took over my life so much, it's much smaller. And it's freeing and the way it feels, you guys, the way it feels. It feels as divine as it is, you know? So you just, I don't know, you guys, you just kind of have to understand that I had to make a choice on number one, do I want to live? Do I want to live or do I want to die? And if I feel like I want to die, do I really physically want to die or do I want the pain to stop? Okay, I want the pain to stop. Okay, why do you want the pain to stop? Because I want the opportunity to be loved a certain way and to love that way again and greater. Okay, what do you do? Okay, And okay, this is how you would do it. What would you need to do? I want to have a life of freedom. I want to have a life of service. I want to have a life of teaching and being taught, you know. And in order to get all of those things that I wanted, I had to embrace the good, the bad, and the ugly. See, we never want to stop and say, why me? When we're getting all the good stuff, when we're getting that money that we want, or we are healthy enough to keep ourselves in shape, and we're in the bed and you're having several orgasms over and over again, you never, ever, ever stop to think, why do I deserve this? Right? We don't because we know it feels good, you know. Why are we looked at in a particular light that it feels good to be looked at? We don't question that. We only question the pain, the hurt, the badness. We never question that, right? Well, here's the secret. For the first time in my life, very organically, I had found something other than the person that I birthed and my mama, okay? Outside of familiar, I found something that I had loved so much. And it wasn't how somebody treated me, it wasn't how he treated me, it was how I felt, period. Period. And I started questioning, why do I get to love something so much? Why do I get to experience it? And it freaked me out, and I was terrified. And from that started me down a whole nother rabbit hole of not feeling of feeling things that I had never felt before. I had never felt jealous in my entire life. I never felt that I didn't deserve anything in my entire life. I never felt regret of anything that I did. I've only regretted that I put myself in those situations, but I never felt regret. I never felt as if I truly wanted to be all of what somebody wanted or never thought they wanted. I never felt, oh my God, am I going to keep his attention long enough? I never felt any of those things. And from those feelings came all the other ones that afforded me the opportunity to get where I am now. You see, without that experience, I wouldn't have addressed things that had nothing to do with grown up relationships. That had nothing to do. Hell, I rediscovered how much I do still love mental health. I understood, I came to understand even greater the correlation between music and vibration and existence. I came to understand and love my child better, my family more, to love the fact that I am so domesticated, even though this person shut me down and didn't allow me to be a domesticated woman, you know? When I left Southeast Atlanta and got into my space, I got even furthermore into who I am domestically as a woman than I ever had before, because it was denied that I be so. I was denied to just simply be a woman without him telling me I would be a good maid. Like, I got to experience myself all over again and have a greater appreciation for myself. I don't care. And I know now to never, ever again feel worthless because someone else doesn't value me, you know? When I got back, just in regular conversation, to hear men just literally want someone like me, that just, if they're looking for that, they want my type. I'm not talking about guys that try to talk to me, just basic conversation. And I'm like, this person had this and didn't. And I'm like, you know better. And to just get things reiterated to me that I already knew, that I had been my whole life, that I've known my whole life, I would not have the appreciation for people who are truly unapologetically them. I don't give a crap if they're a crackhead. I'm going to appreciate them for owning up to who they are, because no one would understand how important it is for someone to be true to themselves, courageous enough to be themselves without harming anybody more than someone who has experienced what I have. You know, you gotta love it all. I kept saying to myself, and I do. And it's taken me a long time to get here. But I've gotten here, and I'm not done. But just keep going, y'all. Keep going. I've now had people send me inboxes from all over the world: Dubai, London, Chicago, Atlanta. God knows we need a lot of help around there. Atlanta, San Diego, and Louisiana. Just people feeling like, oh my God, you get it. Like somebody gets it from a whole different perspective. Like, just keep going, y'all. Keep going. Keep working on yourself. Just keep working on the type of person that you want to be. I want to talk about that next week. There's a guy, I saw a post, somebody made something pretty dope. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I have some studying to do, and I also have to get some things in line before tonight is over with and I go to bed. But you guys, you have got to love every bit. That is, again, I don't want to be on here telling y'all what to do. Every now and then I will. I'm just going to say, just try being open to the fact that once you accept something and you come to terms with it and you don't hate it, you may fall in love with that process. Because this is what I'm saying. It's all part of the process of you, you know? And I can only speak from my experiences, but y'all, I have this ride of life. If I die tonight, I won't even say, I won't regret it. You know, I've done this point. I won't even feel a regret. Like I always wanted to, if I pass tonight in this bed, I will be okay with it because of the path that lays behind me, and of accepting everything and my intention. And you have to start. That's the thing. I had to learn to do the best I can every day, mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, because yes, finances is a part of this program that we're in. It's a vibration. Again, maybe one day I can get the person I know that I'm a friend to maybe say something to y'all. I don't know. We ain't about that life, but we'll see. But it is a currency. But if I tried every day, I go to bed thinking that it's a possibility that I won't wake up in the morning, and I do a check and say, will you be okay with that? Did you do all you can for you today? Did you seize every moment of everything that you could, of your health, moment of your health, of your mental and your physical? Did you love today? How did you express love for yourself today and for someone else? I go to bed every night saying, if this is it, this is it. And I'm okay with it. And when you work on that, it's not even morbid. It's the opposite of that. It makes you appreciate everything more. And it stops you, you know what? You know what it's done for me? It stops me from giving too much energy to a bunch of BS that has nothing to do with what I'm trying to do. You know? I wish you all ascension, magic, balance, and an abundance of love in and out of time. Again, my name is Akasha, and I am working even further still every day on my ascension of this dark divine fairy tale that is life, love, and existence. Be safe and just keep going, y'all. And remember, nothing is greater than love. Bye.